Get lit, man. Get lit, get it lit, get it lit, get it lit. Let's get lit, man. Let's get lit. Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Let's get some people in here, man. What's the deal? What's the deal? Let's get this going. What's up, Jordan Dales, man? Salute the chat if you in here. Salute the chat. Let me pull something up. When to get to the no man, they've been sharing a lot of shit about the nigga section, about the Blueface situation. One of the young homies in the pen now. Make sure y'all hit that like. Let's get the lights up so we get this started. Trying to get some more folks in here so we get it started, man. If you in here, hit that like. Go to hit that like button, man. Let me get this started. All I'm gonna do is clip it and make a video out of it anyway. Let's get going. We 4 minutes in. Let's get it going, man. We gonna start this one off, know what I mean? Saying, what's up, Jordell? You already know the deal, man. Y'all tuned in to Grape Street TV. If you ain't hit that like or the subscribe button yet, that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when we drop these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Listen, tap in. We're gonna use video from Compton Rick Rock, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to his channel, make sure y'all make y'all way over there. Salute, man. Salute Compton Rick Rock, man. But yeah, I'm finna use one of your videos, man. We finna get this in. We did a good content. We did some good content on this. I mean, some good content. Let me see. Let's get this going, man.
Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Captain Rick Rock with Captain Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and catch every video when I drop it. Now, these guys in jail, man, they didn't got their hands on a pistol, a burner is what they call a shank in jail. And they said if Blueface was to hit the yard, they was gonna put some holes up in him. It don't matter if your father, whoever come up in there. I was gonna say your mama, but I don't think your mama be going up in there with them. But anyway, man, your daddy would turn to your mama up in there. They gonna put some holes up in you. That's basically what they said. So we're gonna get to this content from WIGTV. And man, the guys from Watts, they said if Blueface hit their yard, they was gonna shank him up. Let's get up.
Salute. Man, you already know the issue. You know what I mean? Somebody getting on there based on my community. You know what I mean? And spoke on 50 yards and all that type of stuff, or individuals make it back to that yard. You know what I mean? What's gonna happen to them? So I guess that's how they feel. And we gonna get in this. We gonna knock this in the ballpark.
Over and see what they talking about. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, no 50-50 shit. Yeah, we don't do no 50-50. We none of that.
Oh man, look, they got ATM Richie. He up in the video. Boy, ATM Richie surely is making his rounds. He ain't got that pervert jacket on today. He making his rounds on his internet. He gonna be big on here, y'all.
What's the deal? What's up? Salute the check, man. Posted up with the boss class, man. What's the deal?
Come up here, the owner 50-50, cousin, uncle, brother, anybody getting bust off.
Don't want no share nobody no wrong information. And you gotta get hit. Yeah, number all metal.
He's not playing, bro. Niggas is getting knifed out, bro.
Man, he just pulled the knife. Oh, I told y'all was gonna see it. Man, you shouldn't have put that on here, man. Because guess what? Everybody in jail got camera. You one of the homies. You from the Hub and Dub car. You showed your pistol on camera. So guess what? If anybody on the tier got a camera and they watching your channel, they can easily drop a kite on you.
Facts. Like, know what I mean? Let me say something about this. Know what I mean? If you in that place, y'all know what I mean? Especially my car, like when we ran with the Hub and the Dub, we really don't operate like that. We don't move like that. In my section, we don't move like that. Like you don't expose game and expose folks to what you got or what you got planned. You know what I mean? Because shit could go left real fast. People got family out here. Somebody might call in that place. You know what I mean? Like, look at these dudes. They, you know what I mean? They blick down in here. They talking about doing, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. To get you in the jam. You saying you're gonna do something, and even if he do hit the yard and something happen, you wanted the candidates to look like you gonna be the one that had done it. And that's facts. Like this new shit is crazy. Cause they move different. We don't move like that.
Or they could just send that video. Some way they could send that video to the prison and let them know that you got a shank up in your cell. Man, you slip it, and then you letting dudes know that you burn it up. So guess what? They already know we ain't doing no fighting with dude, man. Just blasting because we already know he got a burner. You supposed to be one of the homies. You supposed to know better than that.
Hey,
Getting knifed out, bro.
What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do if Blueface come to y'all yard?
He's getting bust on.
Blueface?
Dead homies.
Come up.
Dead homies. He getting bust on.
Bust on.
All right, now. One thing I could say, I don't know how much time these dudes got, but if y'all don't got a life sentence, man, it's better on the streets. It's
Facts. Like, but I wouldn't be one of the ones to jump out and say nothing like that, though. You know what I mean? You don't never put yourself up for grab like that, man. That's just like, and like I said, we don't operate like that in our section. You know what I mean? And it don't matter how much time you got, you shouldn't be running your mouth. That's facts.
better on the streets. Do you know that you can get some pee-hole for $40, man? You can get you some coochie for $40, man. Yeah, Fig. I just seen them. They back on Fig now. They back out there hanging out. They after the little Rico thing. They 2 weeks and passed by now. They back out there selling it for real. But anyway, man, one thing I could say about this type of situation right here, the dudes that's in jail, I'm not sure if he on the full yard, level 4 yard, 180, 270 design. One thing for sure, two things for certain. When somebody say they gonna do something in jail and it come out your mouth and everybody else heard you say it in the car, you are obligated to take care of your business and handle your business. If not, then the business will get handled on you.
Facts. You know, you put yourself up to do it. So if old boy end up hitting that yard, you most likely you're gonna be the one that pushed to do it because you already volunteered yourself to, you know what I mean, jump out there like that. A lot of folks ain't, you know what I mean, they not really moving like that. A lot of folks just be speaking through emotions because they locked up in that cell. They been up in there in that jam all that time. Like, that's fact.
That same knife that you showing on here, one of the homies that act like, hey, let me see the burner, and they would turn that burner on you. So if Blueface was to hit that yard today, you might catch a light sentence because you might hit him in the right spot and take him out the game. Man, you got to come on, man. You don't supposed to let the internet know that.
We don't care about no cards. We don't do none of that. He getting bust off.
No sucking shit. No none of that shit. Yeah.
So what's the situation with my boy Compton TG?
He's a mark, a buster. Dead homies, he ran. Compton TG's a mark.
He's still on the level 4 with your homie.
So what Blueface do, bro, to deserve this shit? You know what I'm saying? Talking about you gonna stab her up, bro, for just because you trying to go home.
See, this what some folks gotta like realize. Like, it's a lot of like people that ain't from where we from or part of the culture that don't understand. Like, if you out here thugging and you still making your highlights in the culture, and you hit that place, you go to prison, you can't go to no 50-50 PC, all that weird stuff, like, because you still making yourself to be as one of them dudes. You know what I mean? You putting yourself out there like you really one of them dudes. But at the end of the day, you got a reputation to hold up. You can't be rah doing all this, run the streets like you him. And come on, you 50-50 yard snitches. We on the yard with snitches and all that. So when you make it to a regular yard, of course they're gonna be at you. They're gonna be on your head. That's facts. Salute to Compton Rick Rock. He's saying some real stuff though. He's saying some real stuff. But you know what I mean? If you still putting yourself at the forefront to be a gangster or be some type of, you know what I mean, person that's supposed to stick out like a sore thumb in the culture, it's a reputation you gotta hold. But if you in there and you feel like you want to come home, bring your ass home. Facts.
A whole lot of bullshit on the internet for your ass to come home and be successful. You better not let them dudes up in that jailhouse cause you to do some more time. You better bring your ass home.
It is.
And guess what? Harboring busters.
And
then one thing I want to say, like, about that, like, you know what I mean? That's one of the little homies from our section, but some people don't know how to really conduct themselves and move, because you should never be on there telling, you know what I mean, anybody about any in-house business, or even, you know what I mean, pointing the finger at your homie. We don't do that. You don't beef on the internet or smut people's name on the internet and say what folks is doing. You know what I mean? I really don't know the full story about this dude. You know what I mean? Compton TG, but I know that he was the one on the door and he was saying I guess the neighborhoods or something like that, and they got to him, and it went bad. So I don't know the full like story that surrounds that, but as a homie, I could really say like you shouldn't be on there like making them type of allegations. And if you feel that way, you should be on the horn talking to him, or you should be on the horn talking to some good folks out here that could resolve that, but not getting on social media and putting yourself out there. Like folks don't even know, they be telling on themselves. Know what I mean? Especially getting on here showing blicks and doing all that. They should, know what I mean? That's a big no-no. We don't do that. And if you know any real individual from my community, we don't do that. You don't see us much on the internet doing that. Like not that. Like we don't even get on here. You notice, like I don't do the back and forth, none of that stuff, bumping heads and all that. I know what I mean? Because it's useless. Especially when at my age, when you're an OG, you should be able to call each other. Know what I mean? Link up, do something different. But on the internet, it's never the place to bring any type of beef or get emotional and tell people that you feeling a certain type of way. When, excuse me, you got phones, you can call these folks. You can call your section to get in touch with certain people, and especially somebody that's from your own set. You should be able to reach out to them. Y'all both locked up, but yeah, we don't do that. We don't get on here and do that. And that's I want to clear up and say I'm not with the Mickey Mouse back and forth. Know what I mean? Fake beef, internet beef type shit. Know what I mean? I'm really a real individual, solid individual that come from my community. And if you don't know, you know. You just gotta watch what I was posting and dropping before I backed up, before everybody started doing all this BS, beefing with each other, fake fights, setting up, know what I mean, staging beef. Like they kind of took the real out of the culture. Like they broke the G code. And a lot of folks know what I mean, making an excuse for it. But a 50-50 yard is never good if you still out here thugging and you supposed to be making highlights in the culture. I'm gonna keep repeating that, man. It's facts.
Oh, send a message.
Getting spicy. It's spicy now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we calling names out.
Yeah. Busters, bro. Yeah. We're not hiding.
Ski masks
Yeah,
on and
no
all
ski
that.
masks, yeah.
Now I'm
It's
taking
the
every
law.
charge. It is what it is. Yeah, homie, you're gonna either live or die for it. Stop playing. Stop going on, stop acting hard, getting out. Huh?
Homie, his Ellie.
Yeah. You said what?
You ain't with your homie, his Ellie.
Who?
Great.
You talking about Potter?
What do you say?
You talking about Potter?
Yeah.
Hey, if you fucking with like that, what you think?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie with you. He was out here in these streets.
Come on, you my brother.
Okay.
You know I'm.
Yeah, no, man, just to keep it real, like a lot of these folks, they get on here and they let these podcasters and these type of people interview them, like ATM Richie, like, come on now, man, you gonna tell him something like that when you could get on plenty of different platforms that's involved in the culture that's tied to us or will not get on the phone and make these type of statements. You know what I mean? We don't get on the internet and try to throw beef out there or make it seem like, oh, I ain't messing with him because of he did this or he did that. Like, you know what I mean? That type of stuff put you up for grab in there. You in there on the 180 yard where that type of stuff is zero tolerance. When you playing with the culture, speaking on homies, and like showing your blicks, stuff like that should be a no-no. You exposing your hand, you letting folks know that you got blicky. So they know how to deal with you. Like they can either tell on you or get at you when they see you. And that's facts.
I'm stepping.
So
I'm gonna stop you, WIG TV. We're gonna let you get to what you need to do. This is out of pocket. This is out of pocket. Whatever homies on that yard would do, man, like you doing too much. Compton and Watts car. I don't even really see homies on the internet doing none of this. We definitely ain't showing no pistols online. Come on, man. That's part of the cards arsenal. That you might got it, but that's for the homies protection. Like whoever got them, that's for the homies protection. And you showing it online. I'm surprised the next video that we don't see on this internet is the homies handling their business, getting you up off the yard because you doing too much, homie. That's for the Compton and Watts car. You tripping.
So let me get this straight. They have said that certain people go to 50 yards or whatever have you, but they not so. But you're not upset at the people who put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you like, you mad at the.
Okay, we gotta stop you right there. You know what I mean? Like, he said mad at the people that put you in jail. You should be mad at yourself because you put yourself in jail. You make your decisions. You know what I mean? You doing stuff to people in society where some people ain't in the culture. They civilians. They gonna rat. Like to them, it's not considered ratting. It's like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing they could do is run to, you know what I mean, the law, or you get caught up, or if you is with a homie and you get ratted on, you still hold yourself accountability to certain, you know what I mean, situations. Because a lot of folks just be jumping in cars and inserting themselves in other people's beef, or going to roll out with people that usually don't roll out with, or knowing this dude ain't been in the culture this long, but I'm still gonna go do something with this dude. It's not righteous. Like I said, you make your own choices about being locked up, but it's a lot of these folks that don't understand the culture that'll get on here and let other people think that it's how they saying it. You know what I mean? You gotta actually be there, you gotta live it, you gotta feel it, and you gotta see it. You can't just watch it on the internet or hear from other folks' mouth. Because some folks don't even be keeping it G or keeping it solid. They you know what I mean, put extra on their story, or they hide the facts that they don't want people to know. Dude, man, it might be because they protecting the culture, but ain't no protecting when you got these snakes, these rats, these petties, these weirdos on here, and they doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. They should be held accountable. Everybody should be held accountable. But salute the chat, man. Salute the chat. If you in here, man, make sure you hit that like button, man. Share this mug out. Let's get it going. Know what I mean? Everybody knows Blueface just your entertainer now. Yeah, a lot of folks know he just an entertainer though. Like, you can't take the rap industry like serious no more. Half of these dudes is getting on from saying they from this section, that section. You know what I mean? Placing a gang on their stuff so they can be, you know what I mean, buzzing. They can have a buzz. But if he is inserting himself and saying that he's an active member, stuff like that, then he shouldn't have went the route he went. Because, like I said, prison politics is prison politics. That shit don't apply to the streets. Only thing prisons do, if you did mark shit or something needs to be done, or if they know something that we don't know, they let us know. But as far as people living like they still in prison on the streets, no, we don't run by those politics. Some people do, but majority of us don't. We just got good people that's in there that we could communicate with and get information. They can get information from us, but at the end of the day, it's not ran like that. It's a different ball game. A lot of folks just don't understand. Let's get back into this content though.
The wrong people, bro. If you want to operate freely, yank on shit freely. It's only one thing in the way of you and yanking on shit freely, bro. That's the administration. But you wanna yank on the people.
Yeah, they not running up in that program office. It's only a few people I done seen run up in that program office. I ain't even got to say their name. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But we didn't seen a whole car or heard about a whole car running up in that program office handling their business. For sure, for sure. Ain't too many people running up in that program office that had lock it up, get off the phone. Don't put them police up in there, talk to niggas like they hoes, man. How do I know? Because I done been on some of the yours and I done seen them police talk to niggas the most gangsters like they hoes. And let me tell y'all something. I done seen a lot of y'all homeboys from all these hoods. I done been on the bleachers with these dudes, man, and I done heard come out these dudes' mouth, man. These dudes say, hey, young homie, you got another shot at going home, man. I wish I could go home. I seen one homie with tears coming out his eyes like, cuz I wish I could go home, my family, bro. Like, I've been in here for this amount of time. You going home, you blessed. Man, don't let this shit fool y'all. Whatever drugs they got up in there now, got these dudes crazy, man.
So-called black people, you ain't trying to get to the...
What it is, know what I mean? It's like clout. A lot of folks chasing clout. And they want their name undubbed. Because you dug. They bury your name when you get sentence and all that. A lot of folks don't, know what I mean, F with you like that, unless you got your aligned circle. But other than that, know what I mean, everybody living and doing their thing. But if you're not a real member, you gonna get left in the blind. Like a lot of people be like, oh, this, that, and this. You know what I mean? It's because you're not moving like you're supposed to. If you out here placing yourself like you're an active member and you know what I mean, riding, putting in work, doing all that, you gotta carry yourself like that. People not gonna respect you if you carry yourself otherwise. But if you matured and you done grew up out of that, that's how you present yourself. Don't everybody want to just be a gangster. I'm still a gang, I'm still doing this, I'm doing that. Most folks ain't never did nothing. That's facts. But the normal things you supposed to do in the culture, what, jump somebody? You know what I mean? A lot of these folks ain't did nothing.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a real trooper out there. You know I am. You feel me? Yeah, these niggas capping. These niggas rapping.
They can't keep getting out like
Yeah, we on 180s right now.
Boy.
Life and death situations.
Yeah. And they rapping too.
Yeah, come on.
Rapping.
Okay, so he's on the 180 yard. He's on the yard that's a little bit more dangerous than all the other yards. That's where they got everybody down there serving a light sentence. And some of those dudes on there, like I say, it came out of his mouth. I'm surprised the 180 yard is moving like this. They a little bit more structure. I done seen some stuff happen on the 180 yard. So I'm surprised that he kind of like getting away with being on the internet with this stuff. Maybe this video haven't surfaced to the homies. I ain't saying do nothing to him. Only thing I'm saying is y'all need to tighten that up. That's not
Facts. Like I've been out a decade. They didn't have 50 yards, all this other stuff. And we didn't move like that. You couldn't move like that. Like jump on the internet and just do that. But like he said, the video surfacing around and folks are getting an eye full of what's going on. So it's like, you know, on the yard, they politic different. They're behind bars. They living off the prison politics. So it is politics to this. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, it ain't good to dip your nose into other folks' business. You gotta let they people handle them. But then, if you place yourself out there like a crash dummy, they gonna put you up to do it. That's facts. So you gotta watch how you roll. You can't fake hard in prison like people do on the streets. They gonna put you to the test.
cool right there. And why don't you want to come home and get you some bacon and eggs in the morning, get your head rubbed and massaged by one of these old hood rats, get you some bomb Scully, some Agent Scully, some bomb head up in the morning. You want to sit up in there? Man, something ain't sounding right up in there.
See what happened to TG? Rapping and all this shit. Go to Calipat. Say,
you can't rap on shit.
Said what? Get fired on Iran. Get up under the bunk.
You can't bust
a
rap.
Buster.
You can't make a verse.
Dead homeless.
You gotta fight back.
Cuz come up here. He's on a 270, level 4.
Yeah.
Kick back. Cuz come up here. Yeah. We on that.
You gotta stand on that. Yeah.
So y'all heard it from the level 4. Y'all heard it from the level 4.
You ain't out to clear either. You put that pervert jacket on and go back over there with that flash jacket on no jumper, and you get to talking how you talking, your ass gonna be up on there on that level 4 too, because you said some stuff that's gonna get you right up in there in the cell with them, and you gonna be talking about how you gonna come out here and do something to Adam 22 on no jumper.
Do you know what a hustle?
Facts. Them the type of people that they let interview them. Like folks like that, like folks chasing clout, they trying to brand themselves on the internet, so they don't care what they get, what they put out. But I just advise, know what I mean, people, if you in the culture and you got shit going, don't jump on people platforms that's like that, man. These folks will get you crashed, and that's facts. That's why I don't rub shoulders with a lot of these folks. A lot of these folks is weirdos. That's facts. Like a lot of these folks be on other type of situations. Like, I don't know.
Stood up. That's how it goes.
Now it'll be funny. It'll be funny if the administration said every one of these yards is 50 yards. Yeah. Now what? Y'all gonna have to do what y'all gonna have to do. Yeah. Yeah, all this shit 50, everybody PC. Y'all trying to go home. It's weird. It's kind of like they doing some weird shit in the first place by doing that. Like, oh yeah, we gonna have integrated yards and put certain people in this. I understand it too, though. It's weird shit.
But I highly doubt that. You know what I mean? The 184 yards is gonna accept that. It's enough, you know what I mean, yards on prison besides the 180, the 4 yard, that they could place them type of individuals on. But yeah, it's gonna become a lot of violence because those are original politics. Like, you know what I mean? Snitches, petties, all that weird people that rolled it up, did all type of weird stuff, went to other yards for debts and all that. Those are politics you can't play with. So only thing they gonna do with that, and they gonna spark up some violence. It's gonna get real violent in there. That's facts. I hate to say it, but that's just what it is. That's what the culture made it to be. And nowadays, it's a whole new generation out there doing what they do. So a lot of solid individuals is on the 180 yards, and ain't no BS going down on the 180 yards. That's facts.
For real, I definitely get it. I definitely get it about it being some weird shit and understand on some business. But some bro just weaponize anything, bro. They just, niggas just taking advantage. Or they say if you mind your business, you get home free. You get home faster. You
mind your own, you live long. That's the slogan. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. They ain't putting them burners out on them essays up in there or them white boys up in there when it's time. Let me tell you something. All these dudes that's on the internet, I want to see all the ones that's in jail. I want to know how you poke something up yet? How you stab something? How you shank something? How you
facts. Have you did your work on the folks that need to have work done to them, or you just doing it to your own? Like some folks too busy politicking on their own. They be busy trying to tear their own culture down, their own surroundings down, to where they forget what it make them look like to the folks that's on the streets. Because folks just seeing this, they jumping on the internet, they come with all this new slang, talking about yanking and doing all this. Everybody like throwing their own up under the bus. They doing what I told y'all they was gonna do 2 years ago. A lot of these folks, a lot of shit just popped up out of the blue. They recording phone calls now. They turning on their homies for content. They throwing people under the bus. Like all the stuff that a lot of folks wasn't supposed to do or don't supposed to do by being in the gang culture and aligning with the G code. A lot of folks get on here try to sugarcoat it. It ain't happening like that no more. People ain't. It's still happening like that. It's still moving like that. But we got a new generation that's out here, and some individuals, big homies, don't want to get involved in it. They not checking them. They just moving on, living life. But that's what it's getting to. But in some communities, not all, some communities, they moving like that. They checking their little homies. They making sure, you know what I mean, they don't get a community a black eye with the BS, especially that's going on the internet. All these fake ass OGs on here, like, you know what I mean? Positive one moment, and the next moment, they doing some BS. They doing what the other folks is doing, that, you know what I mean, that we say that we don't do. But it all aligns with a lot of people saying they real, they a G, they somebody in their section. But it didn't move like this back in the day. Back in the days, you got dealt with on everything. That's facts. I come from the old school, so yeah, I don't know nothing about this new shit. I've been out a decade. But in this decade, I done passed a lot of folks up. Just like self-work, living on my morals, getting my bread, you know what I mean? Staying out the way of the BS. Only rub shoulders with those that's solid, man. Like I'm not into meeting them new folks. Like I meet my new little homies, but I'm not hanging with these young dudes. I already did what they did. I'm on something else.
no fist fights? Nah, how you went up there and blasted on something? Did you blast on something, or you just talking on this internet?
Or you live longer type shit. But seem like this, trying to like upset, bro, and want to take out his frustrations on some shit, which is understandable because it's like that's definitely fake hell on earth. You feel me? Grayface got some energy about him though, like, but I think it's being misused, bro, for sure. Like,
I'm gonna stop you again. Let me rephrase some of this to all you youngsters and some of you old dudes that want to go to jail and you got a fine ass woman out here, and you don't care about leaving her on the streets. Yeah, I got my Barry White voice on right now. Yeah. I'm going to be the one that's wearing your shoes if they my size. I'm going to be the one that's driving your fancy car and knocking your girl down in the back seat or on the trunk or the hood of your car. Stay in jail. Y'all keep going up in there. Y'all stay up in there because it's more y'all baby mamas and wives for me. Stay up in there.
Facts. Salute to Count the Rick Rock, don't be for dropping the gems, but that's facts right there. That's facts. Like, folks want to keep going to jail. It's a life living out here. Like what I always tell the youngsters, man, it's nothing in there. Like you out here doing this, it's better you get your shit together on the streets. Get your bread up, get your money, live right. You know what I mean? So if something like that was to happen, you got lawyer money, you got bail money, different stuff like that. People is living backwards now. They just out here doing what they do, leaving their kids out here, leaving their girl out here, and you think, you know what I mean, everything's supposed to be hot when you left it, when you come home. It's not gonna be like that, man. People like these females tired of y'all going to jail. Like I can't just see how y'all just watch jail folks all day anyway. Like what could a dude in jail tell me? Unless you're trying to just learn some history or what's going on in there. But come on, man, I'm not gonna sit there and listen to no individual that's locked up, emotional, broken in the inside, to, you know what I mean, give judgment, pass judgment on the next individual. Like, come on, man, it's a lot of toxic stuff going on. Like, gotta make it make sense, man.
Just stop stabbing people, bro.
I ain't never.
If you on a 50-50 yard, you SN1, you can never come to a GP line ever again, bro.
Ever.
Okay, so look, let me tell y'all this. How y'all feel about going to the LA County Jail, getting a health diversion?
You said what? Going where?
How do y'all feel about going to the LA County Jail, getting a mental health diversion?
Cause of bus.
See, you gotta look at the questions these individuals be asking too. You gotta make it make sense. Like a lot of these folks don't know what's going on in the culture. They don't know nothing. They just on here talking. You know what I mean? That's why you shouldn't align yourself with an individual like that. That's out here chasing clout, trying to get to the top. You know what I mean? A lot of folks out here, they out here popping pills, doing drugs, ain't on no self-worth. And if they run into a real train wreck, trust, they gonna bend and fold. That's facts. Folks do this for the internet all day, so they could get into it with the people that's on the internet that like to do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But they not gonna crash with somebody that don't do that. That's facts. That's how you get banned from certain areas. Banned, you know what I mean? You will get your issue. Like, so I always tell podcasters, be mindful of the content you putting out there. You know what I mean? Like, who will want to trick people into action? I mean, answering BS questions. But the people that be interviewing don't be knowing crap about what's going on, about nothing. At least do your homework and be up to par in your niche. Whatever you trying to be doing, at least be up to par with it.
Browns. If you go to the Browns medical, use a buster. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You go EOP, you go any type of medical.
You gotta go to Browns, like if your head missing or something.
Oh, that's different, bro. We talking about that's faking illnesses and shit that they don't want to fight. Dead homies.
Ducking their face.
Yes, basically what they saying is like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of individuals that do go to jail, and when they go to jail, get locked up, and then the county they saying something wrong with them, or they hearing voices, stuff like that, just so they won't hit the main line, or they can hit Twin Towers and all that type of stuff. So that is like a form of PC. When you're supposed to be this active gang member or gang banger, whatever you call yourself, and you're taking the other route. I'm gonna go over here because I don't want to catch these fades. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. But you part of the culture. This is what you signed up for, and that's why it's less legends in the game. It's people that F their name up before they even, know what I mean, make it to be an OG. The way the rate going now, a lot of these folks, a lot of these individuals, they just talking. They're not gonna make it to be my age where I'm at to be able to speak with a clean name. They play too much on the internet. They play too much with these folks. They rubbing shoulders with folks they shouldn't be rubbing shoulders with. A lot of these folks is chasing clouts. I would never just follow no clout chaser. Folks will do anything. They throw their own homies under the bus. You know what I mean? For certain little shit. But yeah, salute the company Rick Rock again, man, for dropping them gems because he be hitting y'all with some shit. And y'all know y'all be thinking about it. You go to jail and everything. It's trying to hit your baby mama.
They don't want to fight.
No, they don't be busting on.
They want to come home and get to this pee hole. Y'all want to stay up in there with that a-hole. They trying to come to the pee hole, and y'all trying to stay in there with the a-hole. Y'all want to smell like Dookie, and they want to smell like Poochie. And y'all want to smell like Poochie. Hey, listen here, man. Any one of you females out here, any one of you women.
Facts. Anybody comfortable with just being in jail, smelling another man's ass, and you been in the cell with, because you gotta make it make sense. The way the cells are set up, man, your sink and your toilet is in there, so you want to sit in there and smell another nigga's shit all day. You know what I mean? That's weird to me. You want to keep going back to jail, but if you taking them type of risk out here, at least make it worth it. Make it worth your while. Be chasing the bag. You know what I mean? Don't keep going back and forth, back and forth. That make us on the street think y'all gay. You want to keep going to jail? Everything gone. Come on.
Women's out there that need some help around the house, and your man is in jail. Y'all could, that my Instagram is right here. It's Compton Rick Rock. Y'all could go to Instagram. All the ladies only. If your man is in jail, and I would definitely come over there, cut the grass, take out the trash, spank your ass, and all that. Just hit me up, man, because y'all see what's going on with y'all man. Y'all mans want to stay in jail. They don't want to come home to you and the kids. I'm a good stepdaddy too.
Fact. See what I'm saying? If somebody out here, you know what I mean, willing to fill your shoes when you keep going back to jail and leaving your girl out here to raise them kids, and you know what I mean? It ain't easy out here no more, man. You putting these kids out here, you gotta stay out here, take care of these kids, take care of your family, man. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
And shit like to beat their extreme cases, they still go to court with the with.
See what I'm saying about mind your own business, bro? Why is it another nigga? Now I can understand too, like it's being some weird shit walking around you with little shorts on, and it's a man.
Okay. We gonna end that, leave that right where it's at, and we gonna get to the 50-50 yard part of the segment. Okay, 50-50 yards. You a civilian, you do what you want. You know what I mean? But when you're a part of the culture and it's politics in them places, you can't go place yourself on them yards and expect to come around the sharks again. Because now the sharks don't trust you. You don't win 50-50. So you got to make it make sense. A lot of individuals out here, they just go and do what they do. Maybe they saying they want to go home, might not even work out. Most of these folks probably don't even got a date, but they trying to get a date, and they like, I'm gonna go 50-50. So you go and it don't work out for you. It's bad because now you can't go back to where the sharks at. You know what I mean? So a lot of people is getting it twisted when we talking about the 50-50, like people trying to tell people what to do. Those are not the street politics. Those not our politics. Those are politics that are made in prison. Like if they say they stood on that, they don't program with petties, snitches, people that roll it up with debts and stuff like that. Those are regular penitentiary, you know what I mean, politics. So if that's they politics, that's they politics. You go to the 50-50, the 184 yard is not, they ain't gonna want to program with you. You can try to take the easy route, and it might be because you want to go home. But if you planned on keeping your reputation and making your highlights in the culture, don't do it. Stand on what you stand for. If you plan on getting out and being somebody and still, you know what I mean, making it seem like, oh, I'm this big game banger. A lot of these dudes is rappers. A lot of you rappers is going to jail and throwing your career away because you feeling like, oh, I'm a rapper, I'm a celebrity. Like when I get in there, some of them go high power. You know what I mean? If you're a rapper and you part of the gang culture, stay on that main line. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to be somebody and you got highlights to still put up in the culture. You can't put no highlights up in the culture know what I mean, throwing rocks and hiding your hand, or sitting on a PC yard, 50-50 yard. You got to make it make sense. You know what I mean? So all I want to say is salute to everybody that's holding it down, keeping it real, and sticking to the G code. And for those that's getting out of the culture, changing their life and doing something right, and letting it be known, and not trying to be on here and still fake like they him. I'm him. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. You're not, because you already messing up behind them walls, and you think people don't know about it. And for the folks and the individuals on the streets, I want to say salute y'all too. If y'all on that right track, y'all getting y'all money, y'all keeping that credit score high, and y'all take care of them kids and doing all that stuff you supposed to be doing, man. Because the streets is over. It's trash. Gang culture is trash. It's really nothing in it, and I can't keep, you know what I mean, repeating the same thing to you folks, because folks should understand it's a tricky ball game going on. And if y'all see the people y'all watching, y'all see the way people is moving. You know what I mean? Everybody doing this and doing that, but pointing their finger. But one thing you will never catch me doing is going back and forth, beefing on the internet, and recording phone calls that you don't have consent. If it ain't for something that somebody wanted to get out, then that you shouldn't be hitting no record button, man. That's federal type shit. That's Fed activity, police activity. So what I want to say, salute y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna let this one go. I'll be back on another one. I know I'm gonna chop it up, make some video, but I know these fools gonna clip. You know what I mean? And if you clip my shit, just know, don't play with my culture. Don't play with my culture. Don't play with my community. Don't play with my name. I ain't these other dudes that be on here fake calling off fights and get at you through the internet on everything. I really live a life out here. I'm really, you know what I mean, getting to what needs to be done. You know what I mean? I'm staying fit. I'm in the gym. I'm eating healthy. I'm doing all that shit. I ain't just talk like these individuals. You know what I mean? But salute to all that's keeping it real. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Salute.